So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, time for the anthems. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
And we're underway.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's Bakasetas. Tsimikas gets into a good position. Header comes in! They've got to be quick to recover this. That is lovely. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lovely bit of skill. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Bakasetas. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zanetti. And Kvaratskhelia. And here's Son Heung-min. Fiore. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Drive and the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he gets rid in a hurry. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Gets a good foot in there. Greece have the chance to go the other way. It's a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that has left him in a heap. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, the clearance is short. And he's managed to get free. Gives it back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Mavropanos attempts a clearance. It's a searching Son Heung-min! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Makaleli. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. That'll be a throw-in. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for a runner. Shoots! He'll try to keep this alive.
Greece definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't...
A header! Harmlessly behind. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Tsimikas. Bakasetas. Makaleli kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Adama Traore. Now it's Bakasetas. That's going wide left. And that's really well manoeuvred. Thuram. And here's Son Heung-min.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well,
And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. We're on the move again.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. And here's Son Heung-min. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Makalele. Showing good feet. Tries a measured ball. Zanetti. Kvaratskhelia. Fiore pops him off it and wins back the ball. Mavropanos. Chance here to counter. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Played out wide. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Spread to the right. Adama Traore looking to receive it in space. Tsimikas. Played towards the other side. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Some good work on the right flank here. Spread neatly. Out of play for a goal kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
That's a cute ball. Cleared without hesitation. For it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's played in. And he's taking no chances there. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Bakasetas. Great vision. And he's there to get it away.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 77, numero 14, numero 24. Lasciano il campo per
drives
il
it
numero
in.
17.
Cleared away.
Il numero 80. Ronaldinho. Il numero 13, cambio di giocatori.
They've played it short. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. He slings it in. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And here's Ribery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Milan are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. Real chance here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? Tsimikas can clear it away.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Pinches it off him. And it's Ribery. Back towards the middle. Ronaldinho. And that signals the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we rise now for the English national anthem. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. There's the whistle. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Rice. Foden. For Palmer. And it's Lewis Skelly. Foden. And Gehi. Oh, good spread. Saka. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That pass isn't the best. And here's Thuram. Van Nistelrooy. Pickford claims comfortably. Nicely weighted ball. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's a promising position. Palmer. Towering header! Goal! England! England take the lead. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
England have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Yehi. Looking to play him in. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No luck with that dink over the top. Deftly out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Saka. Saka!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Tries one from range! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Foden. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Saka. Zanetti clears it away. And it's been shipped out wide. Now it's Ribery. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Saka.
Such good technique.
Now that looks a decent ball. Plays it in low. Kobel claims it. Safe hands. He is starved of space and time. Rice. England have reclaimed it. And it's Bellingham. Thuram. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Foden might just make this.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Vieira. Eder Militao. It's Makalele. That's been slipped through. Yehi gets it clear. He's being urged to shoot. Ball swung in. And it's Ribery. Chance! Foden. And Lewis Skelly. And it's Lewis Skelly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Stones. Now he's off and running. Saka. Can he get it through? Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Gets a good foot in there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
We come to you now with a quick
Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Kane. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. Now it's Palmer. That's really well cleared. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Adama Traore. Palmer. Lewis Skelly. Palmer. Threads one in. Foden. And it's Palmer. Brilliantly cut out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
England can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's an imaginative pass. Makalele cuts it out. Can he get on the end of this? Ribery has the space to scheme. Plays it across. Will chasing the game, trailing by 1. Stones. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably.
Kane! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Yeah, a wonderful effort, though. It wasn't the easiest ball to try and control.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. He shifted it to the flank. Foden. Looking for the run. Adama Traore was in no mood for any of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Substitution for England, number 24, Palmer. Coming on the field is number 17, Eze. Substitutions taking place.
Laid out to the left flank. Some resolute defending there. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Makalele.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chance for a shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Substitution for England, number 11.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Number 23, Lewis Skelly.
He's rising!
On the field,
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Oh, great feat that.
Caresses it through. Cleared away. Getting up there! He will be livid with himself. Milan are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Rashford. Now, can they get him away? Lofted in. Kobel deals with that nice and simple. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Makaleli.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Rooney! Great challenge, time to perfection.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan just couldn't get into any kind of rhythm after going a goal down. It made life so easy for the opposition, who hardly broke sweat in the end, Peter.
And that's where we have
And
to
we
end
come
it.
to you
From me,
now
Peter
with a quick
Drury,
request
and
for
my
support
co-commentator
from
Jim
our
Beglin.
town
A
Chance
very
in
good evening to
football.
you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're ready now for the anthems.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
So that's got things underway. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Stood up well to him there. Rooney shifted it to the flank. Here's Vieira. Fiore. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oret Manguan. Telepesi. Ferdinand. Dix. Turns back here, probably the best option. Fiore. Ronaldinho. Ferdinand. Telepesi. Oret Manguan. Can he get it through?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Indonesia make the perfect start. They are already ahead. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fiore. Verdonk. Itzes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Tries to cross. Tries to get it clear. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oret Manguan. And it's Amat. Hilgers.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's there to retrieve it. Son Heung-min did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. 39. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. 39. Talupesi. 39. Son Heung-min. And here's Rooney. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And that's gone loose. Vieira. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's Ronaldinho! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Son Heung-min receives it in a... Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Dix. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And it's made its way to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho. And here's Rooney. Son Heung-min chips it through. It's a goal kick.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Fiore, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romani does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Plays it through. And he's there to get it away. And this is Van Nistelrooy having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Son Heung-min. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Fiore. High. 39. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And this is Son Heung-min. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Vieira. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's had it nicked away. Romani. Rooney, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Rooney, great Van Nistelrooy! And that's in! And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Looking for options for movement. That's very neat. Oh, this looks sharp. Fiore. And Son Heung-min. And it's Vieira. Zanetti. Son Heung-min. And here's Rooney. Dix. High. Dix. Pelopessi. And he's forced to go back. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Makaleli. Spread out to the left. And here's Son Heung-min. Pinches it off him. 39. And here's the chance to counter. Dix. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
39. Oret Manguan. He's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Looking for the far post. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Rooney. Makaleli. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Cannavaro. Now Fiore. Makaleli. And it's Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Chance to deliver. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes short and sharp. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nice control. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Rooney. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pelopessi. Into the last 5 minutes. What's going wide left? Son Heung-min. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Strauch. Dreccia. Makaleli.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It says. And here's Ronaldinho. So just one extra minute for stoppages. And they're quick to get it back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero 17. Ribery, il numero 13.
It's really well cleared. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Van Nistelrooy taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Sweden. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with 2 strikers, 2 wing-backs, and potentially 2 runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Isak. He leaps for it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he spark a counter here? Fiore. Eder Militao. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That is good strength. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rijkaard. To Gendouzi. Distributed tidily. Fiore. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Kulusevski. He slings it in. Gets his head on it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Number 11.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Isak. And it's Son Heung-min. Ribery in acres of space out wide. Deftly away. Gyökeres.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he shoots! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 17, Gyökeres. Gyökeres. Gyökeres.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Alanga. Goodmanson. Can he get it through? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
This is the time you need that pace.
Alanga. The ball has bounced loose now. Spread out to the left. Could move up a gear here. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Kulusevski. Isak. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. That's a decent clearance. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now they can spring out of defence. This is a promising build-up. Played out towards the right wing. Very nicely done. Played into the box. Isak! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Sweden find a position of real strength now. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Fiore. And here's Ronaldinho. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
And that has put paid to that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Kulusevski. Isak. There's the shot! Fiore. And it's Guendouzi. He's looking wide. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Isak. Searching pass he's played there. Chance for a shot! Caught offside that time. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that pass isn't the best. So we've reached the hour mark. Shifted it to the flank.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Eder Militao. Ball played for Rijkaard. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Ronaldinho. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Eder Militao. And it's Rijkaard. Engages and forces him off the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gyökeres. Elanga has it out wide and in space. Flashes it across. And he's there to clear it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho gets... He's had a shot! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ronaldinho with the short one. Ball swung in, and that has been cleared. Sweden are looking to go forward now. And they can counter here. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's going wide left. That's a sharp pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That has not gone well.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Five minutes left on the clock. So we have movement on both benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming on to replace him is...
Out again for a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There won't be another chance after this one. Chance, surely! Gyökeres.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now, what about a counter-attack? This might spell danger. And that is that. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
For everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 9, Fabio Cannavaro, il numero 7, Javier Zanetti, il numero 4, Makelele, il numero 6, Vieira.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Jamal Musiala, is one of the most talked about attacking talents. He can play centrally or he can play any of the wide positions. He's got the ability to turn quickly, got real pace in his...
Can he finish? He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Adeyemi. Musiala. Maradona. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Adeyemi. For Musiala. Havertz. And Adeyemi. Oh, that's nice. And it's Musiala. Looking for the run. Great chance! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So they have it all to do again. Well,
There's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Wirtz gets into a good position, delivers the ball, tries to get it clear. Ribery opts for safety. Zanetti. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Just eases him off the ball. Stiller. Germany are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Oh, this is a great position. Adeyemi! Adeyemi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's heaved it away. Wirtz. Stiller has created one goal already. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Goes looking wide. Now it's Ribery. Andrik. Kimmich. Played towards the other side. And it's Wirtz. And Raum. Adeyemi. And that is out of play. Tries to cross. Makalele gets it away. Now it's Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Andrik. Stiller. Played out wide. And it's Kimmich. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared. And Raum. Wirtz wants to run onto this. He's had a shot, and it's come back out to him. Goal, Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And now he has two. Germany have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Ribery. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Surely! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Numero 15.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Stiller. And it's Musiala. Maradona. Looking to play him in. He thinks about the shot. He shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was struck with genuine force. That has been knocked clear. Referee's given a throw. Kimmich can clear it away. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Wirtz. He's on it. Can he get away? So a temporary halt to the action. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Raum. Vieira. Tidy with his distribution. Adeyemi. That has ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. Bremer. Vieira. Fiore. Makaleli. For Ribery. And it's Maradona. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now Fiore. Drive and the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kimmich herring after the ball here. That's put pay to the danger. That'll be a throw. And it's Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Andrik. Wirtz. Strong running down that left flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread to the right. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. And another try! They want to be quick to recover this. Stiller. Kimmich. Just about up to the hour now. And it's Stiller. That has been slung wide. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Fiore. Makaleli. Vieri. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Andrik, Rudiger, and it's Kimmich, and Adeyemi.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions.
Ball is over the line. Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That is lovely. Now it's Musiala. And he's taking no chances there. Nicely aimed pass. Shevchenko. And he's forced to go back. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Wirtz. And here's Musiala, in with the challenge.
Germany really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's picked it up out wide, and again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shifted it to the flank. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Rao hangs in a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Tar makes the interception. It's a throw-in. So we have movement on both benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Milan have opted to make another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Tar. Rudiger. Tar.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he has been fouled there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. This looks promising. Gnabry. And it's Musiala. Rudiger. And Pavlovic. Turns back here, probably the best option. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is... And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a guardare il maxi schermo per alcune indicazioni da parte del...